This is beautiful, man. Like, imagine that 200 being crushed. You can see it coming. You can easily see it coming. And Steve always talks about if you cannot see something in hindsight, you can't see something in foresight. You can't see, like, I can see what has happened already. I can see in the future. I can see what has happened with people. People are crushed. Not people are about to get crushed. People are crushed, bro.
There we go.
Today,
You seen this easy trade, man?
What?
You seen this easy trade on user?
Dude, I want to show you something.
Nice shift.
Yes. I'm on YouTube.
You get in?
I'm on YouTube right now, bro. I'm not in. I'm looking for a video.
I'm trading it.
I'm not stopping.
Yeah. Right. Let me take some profit. Take some profit.
What profit are you talking
And
about?
I'm on 32 right now. Wait. Let me concentrate. Distracting me.
I'm distracting you.
Yes.
Okay, take
And
it.
you're distracting me from my profit.
Okay, I'm gonna keep quiet then.
Yeah. Let's see.
Where are you in?
At the bottom, man. At the block. I'm gonna see the screen, man. Let me take this one. Should I leave it? Yeah, let's leave it there. I got some good entries.
If you took in 0.1 UI, I'm telling you right
Now
now.
I did take the 0.01. It's a lot of 0.01s. It's not one. I took a 0.7 there. So.
You need to take out that 7. Again, you are making the same mistake. Why did you not wait and just execute it?
What do you mean wait? I was working the block like they were doing it right in front of me on the numbers, on the block, below the fucking dragon. Like I would have felt guilty if I wouldn't traded this because I know it.
Okay, man. I understand. But for me to be safe,
Like everything is there. Right. It's not. I
one
would have
thing,
moved my stop loss to be.
one thing that I'm not yet convinced of. I'm not convinced of being in right now yet is EUR is not the same as user right now. Can you see that?
Yeah, I was
So-
seeing that.
So I know that my experience tells me that user is not yet finished.
Possible.
So the reason
I traded user just because the way they stalled on the block and they got the dragon there.
I understand.
Whereas on ESA, it's got the block like up there. On user, instead, they just went right to it and they stopped.
And then on ESA, where is the dragon on ESA? I'm not seeing it.
The dragon, the orange.
And here's the thing again, bro. I'm not gonna be entering until blood gets back in for me to be certain of my shit. So since ESA hasn't done anything, I'm not gonna be entering because I'm not seeing even any blood bending. So the reason why I'm
I was seeing it
because of that.
on user. I was seeing it like how they formed the little W. You know the little W they're doing a TDI.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the bands coming closer to the blood, and the blood was like going. I won't say this going back in it. However, it's like starting to show it. Plus all the other signals at the block. Good.
Okay, okay. You might crack the code. Fantastic. I'm just gonna sit and wait how you play this, because I wouldn't trade it like that. So hopefully he opens another bar and he gets the fuck out of there. How many 0.01s did you enter with?
So right now I've got left open 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I've closed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus the 0.07, that is
14 or 13.
6 plus it, 13.
13, yeah.
And
So,
I got, where is it? Basically, I got in with like 0.20.
so when is the time where you need to feel comfortable enough to put 0.15 straight instead of the 0.1s?
I don't know, man. Like, I actually enjoy placing the 0.01. Don't know. I think something weird about it.
Okay, maybe it's the learning phase. So you see what EZA is doing compared to what user is doing. So this is what I'm scared of, because I understand that we want to enter early. Yes, that's what we fucking want. But now I want to see EZA making a turn for me to understand what, because if EZA is dropping like this, it's telling me that the setup, it is solid. The setup is solid, but now it's too early if you are in. Because my experience tells me that when things are like this, you are still right in direction, but now you are too early. And I think that's why I wanted to show you this video, because we were doing something like this. It was like, okay, that EUR ZAR. After we are done here, go watch the EUR ZAR on YouTube.
Yeah.
You will hear exactly
It's
what
similar.
I was saying. It's similar. It's the same thing. They dropped us in the same thing. So I do not want to be excited and enter early. You have your reasons. You saw the block and the block is still holding. I see that. But I really hate when user is doing something and EZA is doing another thing. So I want to see
makes sense.
similar shit. Just like they did yesterday, just like they did day before. I want to see similar shit for me to be convinced of a setup. I'm not gonna enter just because, don't wanna enter, bro. I'm just gonna wait.
You should have seen, like, at one point the spread it went on 6. Like, it would then, like, the bid and the ask wasn't even there anymore.
I saw that. So look at EZA on 51 and then look at user on 19. You can see that EZA, they said, dude, make another big part down. We are not catching the kind of money that user has. So it's easy for us
this
to
thing,
understand.
like this candle here, like I'm not liking it. Possibly I'll get out if it closes like this.
I do not want to down.
With a big wick.
My thing is I want to be certain. So whenever I see shit like this, my mind is, dude, if I was you, I'm not saying you should do it. You do what you want to do. But I'm telling you that on live chart like this, my mind will tell me that I still have a chance. So let me get out and not risk any losses, because if user makes a quick turn to a red, it's going to kill me. So I understand that since it's user can easily kill me by making a big part down. And then when I was in profit, now I'm no longer in profit. I'm in red. So I do not like it. I don't like those kind of things in my share. Because look at your stop loss.
Let's see. Stop loss is how many pips? 17. 170. Honestly, I'm just gonna leave it here,
Leave it. It's
and
okay.
then I've taken the profit out of the trade. You have to go back down it. Fuck it.
So I am not.
I'm not expecting them.
One thing I'm saying is
I don't know. I haven't seen the setup. I haven't seen a setup that looks like this with this pin in it. Massive light, this massive wick. I don't know. Just gonna see and
I do not like
watch what they do.
EUR, bro. Like when you compare them to, when you put them together
Nah,
in the charts, look at EUR and look at.
it's two different things.
It's two different things. So now it lessens your chances. It's no longer that they are similar. Oh, they are similar in painting. It's not that, but fuck, man. When you are looking at the 27, you can see that they were similar. The 27, they were similar. Yesterday, they were similar. Today, they are not doing what they did on the 27 and the 28. So it's what I'm scared of, because what I saw yesterday, day before yesterday, was much easier, much clearer than what is happening right now between user and ESA. So when you look at your data, when you look at your spreadsheet just on the 27, your spreadsheet will tell you easily that they were the same in chart patterning. So the fact that they are not, this tells me that I must wait. That's all it tells me, because you can easily see that on the 27, they were the same. On the 28, they were the same. So if they're not the same today, why in the should I make any button press? That's what data tells me.
Makes sense.
So you should always put that into consideration. Despite the fact that there are blocks and the criteria, your criteria, they are not wrong. They are good. But now if you look at the comparison of the two charts, you can just easily tell that those criteria right now, they are not relevant for the current situation. That's all it means. They are correct, but they are not correct in the current situation of the chart comparison.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Yes, sir. So that's one thing to consider in the future. But
these are got more blocks down. No.
Okay. Let's see. I love the fact that user is below 32 while ESA is below 32 also. So until I see that price action band, I don't think I'm.
I love how they stopped at the 21 numbers. Like they go down to the numerals and then they just stop. You're like, why they stopped? This can be like the thing that Sam said. They do like 3 candles and then 1 up, and take everything back.
Exactly. This is what we love the most, is when he does the 3-bar candles down before he snatches it back. So one thing I hate is that you entered good, but now such trades where this guy just makes a quick snatch back, if he makes a big bar return, you won't have a chance to re-enter it. I won't. So I won't enter the same way I entered on the 27. I'm going to just wait until I get a perfect entry. Okay, the Cobra mouth is crazy opening up on euros out here.
Want to get out of it. I like it.
You don't like it?
No. Oh, got out in time. If I wouldn't got out there, if I wouldn't have got out there, that's correct. That the stop loss would have gotten hit like the next second.
Correct. You would have gotten stopped out.
Yeah.
So that 0.7, the first 0.7 was gonna be stopped out on that pull bar. So this is what I know. This is the exact same webinar on YouTube. Like exactly. One thing you are forgetting, sir, is this. On ZAR and the Dragon, they do not pin the dragon. They must pass it. You forgot about that shit. You are not trading the bounces on the dragon. Since when we are fucking trading the bounces? We are not the bounce traders.
I was seeing it like that. They went past it on the block. That's the way I was seeing it.
The block doesn't. You see, now this tells you, this is a solid proof now that the block doesn't mean shit until they surpass the dragon and make the actual fake out. Because bouncing is not a fake out. A fake out is when they crush the dragon so that they can convince people that this thing is still continuing to drop. That's why I do not like the bounce on the dragon. I like the passes and that fake death. I want to see that. So once I see that, I understand that, okay, now they passed the dragon, and just like the trade we took on EUR that we posted on YouTube, we need to see the same thing. That's why, Leo, I want us to do the videos so that I can refer you to YouTube. We're not doing it for people, just like I was saying yesterday. We are doing it so that we can always get a refresher, because we always do tiny mistakes like this. Yes, we do tiny mistakes like this. So it's better for us to say, okay, let's go to YouTube. We did a webinar here. Go and watch this webinar because you will see this. So right now, I'm telling you that you must go to that EUR after we are done here, so that you can see that we were talking about, we were waiting until this dragon passes, until user passes the dragon. And then what they did was they stalled for a little bit, and then they passed the fucking dragon. And this is where you actually made money. That day you actually made money, and you entered way fucking cleaner than you did right now.
Last time I entered way earlier.
But you entered better because we waited for the passing of the dragon. So that's what I want to trade. I want to enter once I see the passing of the dragon, and once
right now
getting back inside the
looking like a user. I don't know, like I'm not looking at it as a setup anymore.
You're not looking at user as a setup anymore.
No, I don't like it anymore.
Okay, you will watch me trade it then.
Yeah, just because have you traded a pattern that looks like what is currently going on user, with like a spike up, spike up, spike down, spike up, spike down, and then like this red candle?
Bro, look at the chart, man. You don't need to, the setup won't be, you see, what you did today is you just followed the block, and then you followed the 800. You are missing price action. Price action tells you that this is hanging lower than day before and 3 days back. So 3 days back, you can see that today is lower than 3 days back. And what's beautiful is that 800 is not in the range. So it still makes a trade worth looking for. It's not that you don't like it because now they passed the block. Now there's nothing like this that you have seen in the past. One thing you need to understand is, when you're talking about the adjusting and adjusting yourself to the market, you can say to yourself, okay, my entry was wrong. Like, I knew that your entry was wrong right there, looking at ESA, and we both knew it. So since you know that, you are supposed to wait. What are you waiting for? You are waiting for the divergence of yesterday, which they are now doing it. You are waiting for the passing of the dragon, which they are now doing it. He's on the perfect numbers, which they are now doing it. ESA now looks like user, same thing now. So until they start to do the same thing, you are not going to do anything. But till they do that, you just need to wait and watch what they do. You're not supposed to say you don't like it. Analyze a setup from a price action perspective, than trying to remember it, because what you did today, you were cramming a pattern. You cramming something is, you memorized it and you wanted to play it like, okay, it's on the block, that's my entry, which is a which is a trading mistake. Because
Yeah.
because one thing I like is I wanted to pass the block, because the block is where people think, okay, this is my entry. And I've said so many times that when he passes the block, he makes that fake out block pass. That's perfect, because it will make people to like think like you and say, this is bullshit. Or even worse, they sell it because he passed the block. So this means the block wasn't a quote unquote support. So it wasn't supporting. So since they are crushing it like this, it makes it easier for them. So we understand what people are about. So one thing I don't want you to do, Leo, is be fucking robotic and say you don't like something because it passed the block and it passed there. This is still beautiful, because remember the 7, 8, 9 timings. This guy is still doing the 7, 8, 9, meaning he's going down during the stop hunt. So I'm looking to enter during London, because London hasn't done shit. So we have the whole entire London. And what time is it right now? It is 9:28. Yes, sir. It's like 9:28 my time right now. So you still have a lot of time to see if this guy really does something or he's going to garbage out the whole setup. So all we need to do right now is wait, because there is a fucking squeeze. There's a HOD, a near HOD price hug. They are dropping on time. There's a chop of 3 days divergence. What else do you want, motherfucker?
The pattern at the block.
Nah, man, that's too easy. Pattern on the block, it's too easy, man. That's why they are crushing it. That's the reason. So you must understand what these idiots are trying to do to trick us, man. They do this, They do these things all the time, and our job is to adjust to what they're trying to make us think. And we know it because you must remember Big L. You remember the snake branch? You remember the snake fucking branch? Snake on the branch?
No.
You don't remember the snake on the branch analogy Big L gave you? And you were like, oh shit, this was fantastic analogy. You remember that?
I remember the shark one, like the whale one.
No, the snake on the tree is a fucking 50 price action. The price on the 50 line. It's a snake on the branch.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But the one I really liked from it was the one, the whale one about the spread.
What was that about?
It was like when like the whale opens its mouth to like eat.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen like the whales when they eat like the fishes, like all small fishes, they just open their mouth
and just gouge it. Yes, I then just gouge everything up.
Yeah, and he gave that analogy for the spread.
No, I've seen that.
Yeah. LOD is 600 pips away.
I'm trying to record this shit here and record my screen as well. Shit.
I'm recording my screen.
You will tell me a few seconds later that you did not record the right thing, and I will be pissed. So I will.
I'll show you.
I must record my own shit. The ESA one, did you record it? Not ESA.
What do you mean the ESA one?
No, my mistake. Eurosec Hodlob. Lord Hob. Did you record that?
Which one?
The big bar, man.
Yeah, that's the one you deleted off YouTube.
We're explaining. I'm talking about the actual chart. Like the actual chart, the way we love it.
Without explaining.
Without explaining, without you in it, like a clean chart without you in it. Did you record that kind of like the way we record when we send on Instagram?
I should have it. Let me see. Let's stop.
Did you update it on Facebook?
This one. This one.
Wait.
Are you see my screen or not?
Wait. Yes, that one. Without the explaining. So did you catch everything about it?
Yeah, I made it into I think it's a 20-minute video, 25. Look at this now.
Okay, Leo, go back to business, bro.
Good lot of. I don't like this odd lot. Well, scratch. That's a scratch for me on EUR right there. It's like the 12 numeraries.
No, I understand, bro. But for me, that is fucking fantastic. It makes things very much easy. And I can.
What are the numeraries 12?
That's fantastic, bro. Like, what's your problem?
That has never been a hard lot with 12 numeraries.
So what do you think is going to happen?
Continue dropping.
I see a pin on user right here, bro. I'm going to be in. That's what
With
I'm
the little doji there.
I see that. I see him closing it.
I see you not losing on this trade. However, I don't see you making money on it.
Let's see. Let's fucking see. Let's put that shit on the test.
I already done mine. I already made my money.
Now you cannot call today making your money, bro.
You trade user already.
Yeah.
This guy is crazy, man.
Shit, man.
You can't call that any.
I got in
You're wrong.
I got in on the block, and then when I was seeing it shift, I took most of it off, and then I saw the pin. I was like, this pin is ugly. Closed more, and then he did this.
Yeah, I haven't seen a reason to get in just yet. I mean, I'm not so sold on it anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't like it anymore. However, Lash, when we say we don't like it,
I know.
I love that. I love going to go against you boys. I love that shit.
It's the final confirmation.
That's the perfect signal right there. I hear somebody says I don't like it. I know I'm gonna be making money today.
2 people saying I don't like it.
Fantastic, man. Look at this guy on
bonus day.
He's below 21. He's up below 21, man. Come on, man. Big buzz like this. Yes, he's overextended. But when you say overextension, calculate the user from cycle low to where he is right now. How many pips is that?
1,000.
It's not 1,400. It's not 1,000 and whatever 100 else. I see this as a trick, bro, because we know that this guy makes 300 pips to 1,000 pips stop hunts. I've seen these kind of 1,000 stop hunts before, plenty of times. I've made money with such things. So I know that even though he made that 1,000 pips, I'm not looking at EUR that much. I'm looking at user because I don't care.
I just looked at EUR now. I think it's too close to the LOD.
Remember that user is the driving force.
Yeah.
User will just follow what user is doing. It has always been like that. Just like day before yesterday, just like yesterday. When user does something, user follows. Doesn't matter where user is. As long as user is beautiful, I don't care about user, bro. What is ZAR doing? Okay, have you watched that?
No.
Is ZAR the same as user? You don't have it in your spreadsheet. You see, bullshit. You are lessening your chances right there.
No,
Yes.
no.
Yes. Yes, bro. Look at the 800 yesterday. Look at the 800 right now. What do you think is happening?
The hit going to it again.
They are hitting it both times. And this is a Lord Hob on ZAR JPY. Do we agree or not?
Yes.
Okay. If we agree that this is a Lord Hob, why are we not agreeing that this one looks good? User. What's the problem? It's EUR. EUR is the problem. EUR is not the fucking problem, bro. This guy is not overextended to the point of now.
The blood is the problem.
Dude, look at the squeeze, man.
But you can't say this is the blood that you teach us.
I understand, but you also entered before the blood in. So
yeah.
who's wrong right there? That's not what that's not what I teach also. So that's what you need to understand. I am looking at price action before indicators. So I told you that I can see a 3 days divergence, and you entered on the dragon top dragon, and I told you that we are not supposed to enter bounces. We are supposed to wait for them to make it look like they are crushing the dragon. This is where our strong point is. But you traded the bounce and you traded the block. So you saw the block and the bounce on the dragon. So you took an entry and you took multiple entries without considering the fact that they must crush the dragon. That's why I wanted us to do this webinar, because I could sense you in. So that I needed to come in and fucking save your ass again. So if he makes pullbacks here, dude, I know what I need to be doing. I know what I need to be thinking in this scenario. Even though I can see that the spread is still on the 53s and the 54s, 53, 54. The only person I'm having on my chart right now is user and EUR. And I remember Sam saying the GU, the G and the ZARs, for him, it's a complete no. Dude, I will tell you the truth. The truth is, again, this month, I haven't experienced any losses. There's no losses based on the way I trade GU, taking, stealing data of GU to trade ZAR and taking ZAR data to trade the GBPs. That shit for me, bro, it makes sense for me and it makes my life easier. And when I put it against the performance, I see that I'm performing more greater with less stress than I am when I'm trying to overthink things. Because right now I can easily tell you what is G doing. G yesterday made a complete drop. And guess what? While G were dropping, USD was rising. I did not say they must look exactly what I want to see. I want to see just the opposite in movement. So if I see that GU is going down, ZAR must go up. That's all I want. That's all I want to see. I don't want to see the exact matches where ZAR is here and this one is there. I don't care, bro. We are talking about exotics versus normals here. So you cannot expect the same exact down to the detail same thing. You can't do that. So what I wanted to do is to just look at, okay, if GU is going up, why is ZAR dropping? And once I understood the dichotomy of these two, how they dance without dancing, they are doing an dancing kind of shit. But when this one goes another way, this one turns and goes the opposite way. So today, you can say you cannot expect any movement on GBP because GBP he crashed so crazy yesterday.
Yeah, I was
So
really seeing that yesterday night. It was like no anticipation here.
So you cannot expect any kind of GBP movement today. You must be insane, because if you know price action, you know that if this guy drops crazy like this, most of the time he goes flat, because by the big bars like this going over 100 pips, this easily tells us that he has crushed people. So the market makers must, I hate this word, they must reset the market.
Reset.
Yes.
I was thinking yesterday like the word like they've crushed the people, so
Yes.
tomorrow they're just going to accumulate.
Correct.
That's what I was thinking, Mama. Like grab them again.
Yes.
Like do nothing and just get them.
Correct, bro. So me looking at the way I've been looking at things in terms of GU and what ZAR GU is doing, for me, it makes my life easier, man. And the fact that, again, this month I have no losses. There's other trades that I forgot to take a snap of. So I do not have any data to post. I don't have pictures to do that because most of the time I went to fetch some coffee. When I came back, the trade was like, and I put my entry right there, but I did not record it. So it's useless to show something that has went above there. It's long gone without showing where it started. This trade, man, fuck. This is beauty right there. Because people are looking at this fucking dragon and they're like, shit, that's a sell all day. That's a sell all day and twice on Sunday. I see that shit. 14 seconds.
Where would you hide?
Doesn't that look like artwork, man? It doesn't look obvious. Leo wants obvious. It doesn't look obvious, which is the artwork.
Honestly, if I got some variations that look like this.
Dude, there has to be. I mean, you have to have plenty of these variations, bro.
Let me see.
Plenty of them. Because if this guy is on fucking 13 price action, not price action, price, if he's on 13, where else does he have? Or where else does he need to go when he's on 13, bro? And remember that he just made a big bar during the stop hunt. He made it during the stop hunt. So if this is a stop hunt, you still have London. So London is still intact. It's not like he made a big bar during London. He made a big bar during stop hunt, which is the 7, 8, 9 kind of shit. My stop loss will be midway half the spike. Because I can see that on the blood signal is now starting to cross over. So if the blood signal crosses over, that will be crossing over for the final time. So I want to wait until he actually fully crosses over. That's where I'll be making my entries.
The Steve Marrow cross.
Yes, sir. That TDI, man, is beautiful when you use it like that. Because Steve Mauro told Dean Malone told us and taught us that if he crosses, he gives you an hour before this guy makes a big buzz and gets away from that. But the fact that now the dragon is above, I'm fully convinced that people are looking at this to sell it. And people like Leo who entered at the top were crushed. Beautiful. So you were fucking lucky again. So you need to think about not re-entering because you said you don't like it. And
I don't like it.
Yes.
I don't.
Sam, say it's garbage for me one time, bro. Let me put my entry. Say it for me. Say it's garbage.
I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. I can't say it's garbage. But
let's see what he does, bro. I don't give a fuck what he does. I'm not taking my data from him.
I don't like the spread. I will say that.
Okay, now at least you say something that we can both agree on. Yes, the spread is big. 61, 42, 61, 42, 40. The moment I start to see the 20s, I'm not looking for spreads and say, okay, spread is down to 13, so let me enter. I'm going to understand what you see now, 39, 38. You start to consider around those lines. You start considering your shit right here. But the market, the retail traders who saw this as an opportunity to sell it, man, it would make sense for him to get away from here. Because one thing we need to understand is, even though this setup, there's a potential of it to not go, what you need to understand is he must get back inside the bands and issue some movement first before he actually completely destroys the setup, right? He must get back inside of the bands, and then
that is why I said I think you're not going to lose. However, you're not going to make money.
Let's see. I believe in the 3 days divergence, bro. I believe in those idiots who sold this. I believe in the blood and what the blood is doing. I believe in the squeeze, the fucking cobra mouth, the timing. It's still in the morning. I believe in those things. I know those things most times. They don't fucking let me down. I know it. So once I see a concrete crossover, I know what I need to beat. I'm going to do it without hesitation and lose with confidence, bro. Because most times I haven't taken any loss. This will be my first loss then. Record it. This will be the first loss. If I'm wrong.
Yeah, I was looking at it like when I shrink my chart, and one thing that's like been drilled back into my head through going back over the course is it can just go forever. It doesn't matter how. I think I used to just think the EMAs, how I said, oh, the EMAs are below, but after actually doing more homework on that, I see that it's not about how obvious the trend is. It's about where the money is. So fuck what I think about the trend, basically.
21, 20, 24. This guy was on 80. He's 26 now. 26, 27. So we've seen the 20s being hit. And he's not moving. Like, why is he not issuing the red bars down? Or like, why is he not erratic?
Yeah.
Why there is no erraticness movement? The way they were doing.
I like it when they do like these little candles after the big red candle.
These are the motherfuckers, man. I love to see shit like this. Like, it's like, okay, dude, where is your fucking energy? You were going down crazy. You were showing all these things. Now you have stopped. Where's the fucking energy? He's drained the fuck out. As Sammy say, this is where the money is, bro. The money is what I'm trying to make you guys understand. Indicators will always come third or fourth. Price action is the thing that makes the markets move. Price action. And if you can understand the price action is how come this Asia is close to high? He's not close to high, but he's not in the Asia is not in the middle. Do you agree about that? So if Asia is not in the middle, it's in the high places. Asia is in the high places, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Now you have Asia in the high places and he's dropping down. But look, again, as I always keep saying, look at the bar price action. The bar price action is not lower than the bar price action of yesterday. Do we agree on that? But fuck, man, look at the TDI price action. Where's the relation? There's no, do you see that the bar has no relation with TDI? That's how it's supposed to be. TDI is lower than yesterday in TDI, but in bars, it is not lower than yesterday. That's the deception. The deception is there. The deception is in the price action. The indicator of the TDI and the RSI is the best indicator you can ever hope for, because the TDI, the RSI, it takes strength from price. So it's a relative strength index. It takes the index of strength of price on a pair. So this is why Steve turned an RSI to a TDI, Dean Malone, sorry. This is why Dean Malone turned an RSI to a TDI. Because a TDI also, it shows the strength, it still carries the same components of RSI. It captures the strength of a pair, it captures the deception of a pair, and it captures the things that are not the same in terms of the bar chart and the TDI chart. Because you can actually see that, as Steve was teaching us, that the TDI doesn't fall for the spikes. Sam, you focused on the cost, so you must have heard that. He said the TDI doesn't fall for the spikes. The RSI, the TDI, yes. TDI doesn't fall for the spikes. The TDI catches the body. It doesn't catch the fucking spikes, because the spikes is the market maker's tool to show you that it has grabbed the money. So if you understand the TDI to its fullest capacity, if you understand RSI to its fullest capacity, it never reads the spikes. It reads the body where the price ended, because the spike versus the body, the spike represents where price has been, the body represents where the price currently is. That's price action 101, boys. So if you understand, that's why I wanted you guys to go back to the course, because when Steve breaks down the TDI, this is where I got my aha moment to understand the fucking deception between the bar action and the price action of the RSI/TDI. Because this is where you understand that, fuck, TDI did not fall for the spike, but I can see the spike on the bar chart. So if the bar chart did the spike like that, I understand what I fucking need to do, because I know that people got spiked out with that spike because they are selling this shit. That's why I want to go the opposite, but the person who gives me the most confidence, the most confluence, is the strength of the TDI versus the bar chart, because the bar chart doesn't correspond or correlate with the TDI. Therefore, they are doing the polar opposites. This means TDI says, dude, I am lower, but you are not lower in bar chart. So who's right? Is the bar right, or is the TDI right? And now this is where your mind shifts into, okay, let me see who's right between the indicator of RSI/TDI and the bars that I see on with my eyes, like the spikes and all this shit. Who is right? Who is actually low and who is being deceived? So if I understand those kind of things, I understand that TDI has been right, RSI has always been right. Therefore, there's a possibility for me to be making money here, which there is. Because I understand what the spike means, and I see that the spike, the TDI did not fall for that shit. The TDI just catches the body, bro. It doesn't catch the fucking spike. That's the fucking beauty of the market makers, bro. Like, understanding price action, it destroys the block, it destroys the EMAs, it destroys anything. You understand the pure price action. The way Steve learned from pure price action. Then after the indicators came through, it made things easy for him to dissect price and dissect information. It was just another confluence. Okay, I can now see that price is now back in the band. What's gonna happen? Now
This is one of those setups where they extend it and they throw everybody off.
Correct, man.
Including me.
Including Leo, correct. Threw you off and
Spread
made
so
you.
small again.
So after he makes some small, you see, it's still a slender move. It's still slender bar. So he must he must widen it a bit, just a small bit. If he widens it a small bit, now London has started. London has now 1, 2, 3. It has it's 3 bars in. This means it's 15, 15, 30, 45. London is 45 minutes in session now. We can see it. So London has a long way to go too. This is beautiful, man. Like, imagine that 200 being crushed. You can see it coming. You can easily see it coming. And Steve always talks about, if you cannot see something in hindsight, you can't see something in foresight. You can't see, like, I can see what has happened already. I can see in the future. I can see what has happened with people. People are crushed. Not people are about to get crushed. People are crushed, bro. Because all it takes is for the market makers to reverse that shit, hit that dragon, and it is game over. Because it makes no sense again when you're going back to the TDI. It makes no sense for this guy to be lower than 32 and continue to go lower. He must get back inside the bands and then continue going low if we are wrong. But since that is still holding and the time is still permitting, we are still in good time to be thinking about, or for me to be thinking about an entry. I want to buy that. I'm going to give it just a small time.
All the setups that I've seen where they extend it like this, I don't see them make like a W at the bottom. It's like when they extend it, it's like the point of extending it is to not go back down that far.
Correct. Yes, that I agree with. There's no need for them to do that because they've already went down. So the fact that this guy is still squeezing, that's the thing that is making me calm. I'm calm knowing the fact that at least I'm not trading a blowout bar, blowout bands. I'm not trading that. 28, okay? You see how this idiot is just syndicately and secretly hitting the 20s and going back to the 40s as if the 20s was never hit. That's what he loves to do, bro. Those should be your signals. And when you have a fast PC, you can see that shit, that he quickly turns from 49 and 50s and goes back to 20s. Like, what the fuck is he doing? Why would he just go to fucking 20s and go back to 40s and 49s and 50s as if the 20s were never hit? That's a signal.
This reminds me of what Steve says when he's like, it will go down and just sit there and you'll think your PC's broken.
Correct. Yes. They just stay out there and just hang in there.
My spread's been pretty steady, just on 30.
37.
Just in the 30s.
Right now, minus 33 is 29.
Mine are in 50s.
Right now, it's 30s right now. 30, 33 right
What broker?
now. 29 right now.
Purpose time.
This is where you need to get an XC account and watch both spreads.
I was using Axie for the history data, stealing it from there.
I love the history data of XC, man. Okay, fantastic. Once blood gets in, it should be game over. 9 minutes left.
The idiot's got the crosses out here.
Yep. When I trade such trades, I'm looking at like the best thing that helps me is the timing of it. The earlier the better, bro. If he makes something like this during 11 o'clock, I panic. I don't trade anymore. So the fact that this is only 10 o'clock, I still have I have an hour. Look at ZAR JPY, fucking crook. Not passing that 800. So when I look at the data of ZAR JPY, that's also data stealing, because you can say that so a crash right there should be imminent. Looking at a trade like this, a ZAR JPY should look like a drop. It looks like a drop. It feels like a drop, bro. Everything about it, it's telling you. I love a trade when you feel calm, you feel confident about it. Yesterday's trade was just fucking, it was awesome, man. It was like, fuck. 140 pips, 180 pips. Like, what the fuck was inside the mind of GBPs yesterday? They just fucking melted. That's the melt you want.
Imagine all the traders with the like ADR, like it's oversold.
Yeah.
I hate those people who still trade the ADRs, bro. I hate them. Hate them. Because those ADR people don't understand the ADR indicator anyway. But they still have the ADR indicator. ADR doesn't mean shit. Even Steve talks about the ADR. He says ADR is a moving thing. It moves as the price is going down. So if it keeps on moving, it can't be trusted, bro. Because it moves with price. When price goes up, it pushes, it secretly goes up as well.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
love
to.
it how they just stopped here.
12.
I love it when they do this. Like, they give you plenty of time to like think and be like, why they're stopping. Like, you start asking questions.
Correct,
yourself.
bro. Like this is all I want to see. 10, bro. 9, 9.0. Dude, this looks like I'm lying. Let me share my screen. It's like this guy is making shit up.
Yeah, let me see. I reckon you're lying.
Yes.
Just making numbers up.
Look at this shit.
Yeah,
What the fuck? That's
Look
crazy.
at this shit, bro. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Is that Axie? Yeah, I need to download Axie. I need that.
It's basically
see
saying
it.
to you, there you go. That's
There
it.
you go. That's the
Come on.
fucking, that's the bread right there. 11.
Like, it's legit
What?
like telling you like without like take it.
These cunts, man.
Fuck, I'm trying to find the setup that was exactly like this.
I loved it.
Didn't think it was that long ago either.
They gave people a brain aneurysm. That's what Steve loved to talk about. That's the aneurysm right there. Huge headache. From 9s to 20s. Where's the fucking 50s? Where's the 60s? Where's the 80s you used to be doing? Now you are now chilling on 20s and 17s and 9s. You are in the teens now. Spread, when you fucking dissect it like this, is a masterpiece, man. And you guys should have had XC a long time ago. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think I looked into it. I made an account, but I can't remember what it was. I think it was like the leverage or something else about it.
1 minute, 8 seconds.
Will the demo show the same spread as the live?
Dude, I have no clue, bro.
It
Okay,
usually
cool.
doesn't.
About XC, I don't know, but Pepperstone, I can attest to that. When I was using it, I was seeing it both on demo and live to see what they do. But if your Pepperstone is now doing shit like spread like that, go to XC, man.
Got a fucking vaccine done yesterday.
What?
Did you?
Yeah. Lash is not happy about
You
it.
got the microchip.
Yeah.
Fuck, Leo, man. Fuck.
Man, I have to. It's not like I go to work, and if you work, you have to get this fucking vaccine.
It's so crazy.
Holy shit, dude. That's
You don't have a choice.
You are chipped, bro. Like,
You don't have a choice.
Yep.
Beautiful world. I like this setup.
no, it was garbage shit. What
What
the fuck are you talking about?
No, do you know what
This
I like
motherfucker
now about it is the
wants to
fact.
change on my ass.
I'm not going to trade it, but right now, like I can see it like going. I can say it's going to go.
You said I did.
I agree with you.
I won't make money on this shit. Look at it.
Mm.
Look at that dragon.
Man,
You saw
I've
it,
seen this
it
exact
happen.
thing.
Oh, your dragon is different to mine. I had mine dragon on the bottom.
Look at this 9 again. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, am I seeing things good here? These guys, they just love lying to me, man. I don't care what E's are doing. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, man.
I've seen this exact thing. We've spoken about this exact thing where they just hold for like a couple of candles for a little spike.
Just stop price. Just be like when you said earlier, Sam, about when Steve says why this stops moving, the chart's frozen or something. Where's my...
This is just pure work, man. So you can imagine, Leo, they crushed you. Now they are going to your direction. It's like, fuck. Crushing you and then going to the direction you were right about.
No, it doesn't hurt me because I feel like, yes, the trade that I placed was wrong. However, I managed to handle it in a way that didn't hurt me. That makes sense.
I understand. As long as you did not lose, that's the main the main thing here.
I said my entries, and I'll send it to you privately.
97422.
If you see like on the entries on mine, the 800, not the 200 is above price. So like it made it seem like they were going.
Send it on the group, bro. Did you send it already?
I sent it to you privately.
After he has done his damage with the 9s and the 10s and the whatever, he's going back to 42. You see that he has done his damage. And then once he's done doing his damage, he goes back to normal as if nothing happened. It's not like he's going to continue going up with the low spread. That's not how it works. The time he fucking works the spread is the time where you need to be paying the most attention. Then after that, he goes back to the 51s and then he moves like as if the spread wasn't lowered. That's what he always does. He doesn't move with low spread. He works the spread, and then once he shifts, he goes back to normal as if nothing happened.
So we can say he stalls with the low spread.
Correct, bro. Like when he stalls, as I told you, that he has nowhere else to go but here. But like if he's below 32 like this, let me protect that. 15.7093. Then you can say he might fuck up the setup then. Because he's now back inside the blood. So he might do what you wanted, Leo. This means he might fuck up the entire setup right now. But fuck, man. You understand?
No, I reckon this is gonna go now. Like looking at it now and the way they issue the next candles, I'll say it's gonna go.
Mark Douglas taught us that if you follow, have you watched Mark Douglas before, bro?
Yes.
Mark Douglas says you do not have to come into the market with expectation. So I'm not expecting him to do anything here. He can go back down or he cannot. Like, I don't care. This next trade I'm into, it doesn't matter if he goes or he doesn't. What matters is, did you enter the right way? Did you follow your rules specifically? And the things that you need to track the most is not whether the setup is going up or down, as is your executions right? Or are your executions right in terms of your spreadsheet? Because this is what you want. The reason why you are putting things on your spreadsheet is because you want to duplicate it without using your mindset, right? So every time when you are putting things in your spreadsheet, you are simply going to your spreadsheet, like on your flashcards, and say, okay, I'm going to trade this thing exactly like I see it, and not having to think too much about it, because I know that statistically I am more right than I am wrong. So I have a bunch of these flashcards, but the fact that this guy was doing spread right there like that, that's all I want. So after that, he can go back down and stop me out. I don't give a shit. You adhere to your flashcards. You adhere to your spread. You are just good.
Makes sense.
So that 200, I wanted it to be crushed. That's all I wanted. That's why I was saying I'm calm about this setup. The timing of it is perfect. Everything about this chart was just awesome, because it crushed the 200 idiots. Now they are crushing them. Market makers, as Steve said, that he makes money both ways. So why can't you make money both ways? It's what Steve always talks about, making money both ways. Crushing the idiots who made a buy, Leo, then crushing the idiots who made a sell. So Leo wasn't crushed, but the idiots are really fucking being crushed right now, like mercilessly. And since we know that people don't have the stomach to get out and say, fuck it, this thing is now is killing me, let me get out. They are just now, this is where they turn to God.
Hold and hope.
This is where they start to turn holier than shit.
This is resistance. If it goes back up there, now it's going to go back down.
This is where they jump online, looking for people that can agree with them.
Exactly, looking for confirmations and validations, and looking for these fucking mentors. Beautiful. And you understood what the spread was about. But fix the spread up, guys. Like, your spread is really fucking you guys up.
Yeah.
Did you see the flashcard I sent you?
Let me go to it, man. Like, I've been trying to do this.
What the USR? What entry from today?
Yeah, I got basically my dragon compared to Lash's dragon's ass, it was already below it. So I
Yeah,
was
mine's
seeing
the
it.
same.
I was seeing it like as a thing. All right, they went below the dragon at the block. This is it.
Yeah, for me, I've got the same dragon, but I was a bit scared of that. If they had if the setup wasn't, I don't know what was wrong.
What happened to Lash?
I don't know. Is he cut out?
Don't know. Lash, what have you done? I was feeling yesterday when I done it. I was like, fuck. Sat down for like 10 minutes.
My router is killing me, man. 9. Like,
I got mine on 15 right now. 19.
I'm still seeing 30s. I see markets just been pretty steady on 30s. That's kind of the lowest I've seen it go.
crazy.
I'm gonna download Axie.
67. So, what's today's lesson, Leo?
That to, I don't know, like, to learn that when we say garbage, to open the mind back up again for another possible scenario.
Okay, I would say what you need to learn is you should never take the block into consideration for you to take an entry because it hit the block or it hit the dragon, because we could easily see that EZAR and USAR, they were not matching at that time. So if EZAR was not matching with USAR, it becomes a problem, because if EZAR will ask USAR guys to not do anything so that EZAR can complete the target by going down. So since EZAR did that exact same thing, USAR will hold, or USAR will just go back down a bit. But it's not because he had to, it was because he has to accommodate EZAR so that EZAR can go down crazy and complete the cash below. So now they are the same. You see, when you were in, they were not the same. They are the same.
Yeah, they were like a little different.
Correct. Now they
I found a flashcard that looks like exactly
996.
like this. I think that's the one I traded on EZA.
The fuck? How do I log into this?
Let's see.
That's it. That's that flashcard.
The one you were looking for.
Yeah.
I'm looking for another one. The one that was overextended. Where is it? May, March.
Yes, I see. This ZAR down was beautiful. And it only happened on the 15th of June. And look at the timing as well. Look at the time of now, and look at the time of that one right there.
Mm.
Look at where G-Spot was also, below the range. And then he came inside the range later on after this guy has made 1,000 plus pips. These fucking bastards.
I was thinking of this one too.
For 18.
This one is like,
It's like similar scenarios where they're like,
it's a bit late.
Yeah.
But like the way they keep dropping slowly, I'd probably think, fuck this.
and I will be like, yes,
Yeah.
perfect signal for the market. man.
See, like that's something to learn. Like I'm going to use Sam as well and myself for garbage signals.
It's
But
a
look how
work
long the
it's a
blood
work
was
of
at.
art, man. It's a work of art. 62918.
What, Lash, do you manage like your trades from your phone?
Yes, sir. I don't look at this thing from. It makes my life easier, bro.
Why?
Because I do not.
I hate
You hate what?
having to like, because we use multiple positions. Like if I have to change something on my phone, it's like fuck.
Nah. On the phone, did you look at that guy? The trust guy. You remember the trust guy?
The trust guy.
Mike Trust from the Market Maker Confessions. Confessions of the Market Makers. That trust dude. Have you watched?
Okay.
Have you
Was
watched
that the recent one? Or a recent one?
Ryan Trust?
I feel like I must have. I've watched all of them.
Dude, Ryan Trust, bro. This guy right here.
I haven't watched all of them.
Oh, this guy. Yeah.
This guy says he turns his PNL blue. He turns his PNL gray. He doesn't look at the fucking flashing candles. He doesn't look at anything. He just makes sure that everything is plain, and he just looks at things from his phone. So when I understood that, I was like, okay, I will manage my account on my other phones and just look at the chart for what it is and not look for a chart for entering. But on the phone, it makes things easier because I know where my risk is. I know where everything is. So it makes my life way more easier to execute things. I'm trying to record at the same time. Leo, I hope you are recording while I'm doing all this explaining.
Yeah, he switched it.
It's killing me, man.
But the chart or the Zoom session?
The chart.
The chart I'm recording it.
Sam, are you recording the chart also?
I was recording the chart, but my time ran out on it.
What do you mean your
What do
time
you
now?
mean time running out? What do you mean about that?
Yeah.
I recorded it on my I didn't record, like when I record a Zoom, there's no time limit. It's like does the Zoom, but when I record it, it records things for 2 hours, and I forgot to redo it. We were talking. So wait, that means it shut off.
This means you don't have a crack.
It shut off just before it shifted up. So
Damn.
that means I got the setup into the bottom. That's just a garbage recording.
That's bullshit.
Why? Now the question I'm gonna ask myself is why is he not at the 50 numbers?
Like where you look at where you enter, do you really care what he should do next? Because I don't.
No.
Which is what Mark Douglas always tells us. It's like if you entered and you used your spreadsheet to make your entries, and then this guy shifts away, you have no control over this guy is gonna make big bursts or not. What you need to do is to say, okay, dude, I executed according to plan. And since I executed according to plan, let's see if I'm right versus my wrongs. This is where you start to calculate your shit. You go deeper into your calculations and your spreadsheet and calculate how many times you are wrong versus how many times you are right. So if a trade goes, you are right. But if a trade returns, this means you are still going to enter the same way as you did today, as long as you are not stopped out immediately, which is what we want. You don't want to get in and immediately get stopped out because it tells us that we are not doing the right things. But if this guy makes a stall the way he did today on that spike, he stalled a bit, then after he stalls and the spread goes to fucking 9, like now, perfect. He went to 9 as I'm saying 9. He went to 9. This is where you make your entries. And then after you make your entries, and then this guy makes the shift away from you, you are not supposed to now wonder what's gonna happen in the air, bro. You should delete to overthink. Because
The work is done.
your work is like the work of your entry and your spreadsheet and your flashcard. It happened at the time where you wanted. You should be done in thinking. Like right now, I don't care if this guy comes back to hit me. I don't give a fuck, bro. All I know is I'm level-headed. I am calm as I was. I believed in this setup. I went with the gut. I know what makes this setup because I know the crushing of the 200. I saw it happen before. I saw it in hindsight and foresight. I told you that people are already crushed. Not they are crushing it, but they are already crushed because you can easily say that a big bar during a stop hunt like that, crushing that 800, it made people to be like, oh shit, it's time to now sell. Because a big bar, it indicates a lot of things. And once indicator indicates something like that, TDI and the RSI, they are not the same. So I hate it when the TDI and the RSI are the same. They're not supposed to be the same. Like in this scenario, they are not the same. TDI is not doing what the bar chart is doing. Bar chart and the TDI, they are not the same. So that's how I cheat myself. It's like, okay, I do not want to look at this chart right now I want to enter. I just want to look at it like technically and logically and say to myself, okay, if there are people who bought at that dragon, it makes sense for him to crush it, right? Like Leo, go step back and look at your entry. Didn't it make sense even way before you entered? Didn't it make sense for it to make it look like he is bouncing on the dragon and then crushing them? Doesn't that make sense logically?
Yeah.
For market makers to crush that shit and not make it look like it's a support.
When he made the pin, I told you, I was like, oh, this pin looks ugly. I haven't seen it set up that looks like with this massive pin. And in fact, I was like, I'm gonna get out, and then it's like 2 seconds later, it started dropping even more.
Yes. Perfect. This was perfect.
Is that that's actually with ZAR JPY as well? I use TradingView because I don't have it on mine.
TradingView.
Yeah.
Use TradingView for what?
ZAR JPY because I don't have it on my broker.
Exit, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
I just went to download it and
why are you guys doing this to yourselves, man?
It's it don't let me download empty. It says log in, and then I try logging in, and it's like you've got an account, but you can't log in.
You don't have to log in. You can go to fucking open account, free account or something like that. You don't have to log in. You don't have it. You don't have the account. So you just want the demo version. So open the demo, just open free account. It will ask you for your name and you can put your bullshit number.
I hate filling in the forms.
Fill that form because this is what you need. You guys from Europe, you need that shit. Otherwise, you don't see the spreads the way I see the spreads. Therefore, you are late to the party, man.
Axie is the way to go.
Anywhere. I can see MT4.
GU down.
Download. GU down again.
GU is just making a down move while this one is making an up move. They are not the same in any way. But as long as GU makes a red bar, that's all I'm concerned about. Leo, in the future, bro, do not enter ZAR if EZAR is not the same.
Matching.
Belief means please don't do that shit. Do not enter
today's lesson.
Do not enter if things are not the same. Don't. And do not say things are garbage because EZAR is close to LOD like this. EZAR, we know that it's just a fucking follower, man. It has no brain. EZAR has no brain for itself. That's why the
And do you know what is the mistake I make? It's like, I can see it now. It's like, do you know when I said, oh, you see this pin now? I don't like the pin up, the pin down, the pin up, pin down.
Mhm.
Like, after they made the red candle, I shut off my mind, and then I opened it back up after. However, if I was alone and thinking, would I open my mind to this possibility or not?
Okay, let's pretend for a second that you were trading alone. How would you have honestly carried out your setup? Like
Same way I did.
same way. You were not
Nothing
gonna
would have changed.
you were not gonna have any fucking loss.
No.
But do you notice that 0.7 that you put right there? That's not good. You did the mistake I did on the 27th of September, like day before yesterday, when I entered after a big bar. You did something like that. Like you put 0.7.
Yeah, it
when
wasn't. It
trade was
wasn't the
open.
best entry.
It was garbage
It
because
was
we need to
like,
put our entries on aggregate, meaning all our entries, they need to be right there.
it was like a 250 pip stop loss and a 0.7.
Okay, now he's on 500. You take what you are given, bro.
Mm.
You take what you are given.
On Axie, it says you have to have an account to download the MT4, but I've got one. Is the MT4 login my email address? It's got to be, right? These guys, they're fucking not making this easy, and that's not.
What?
I have no
Dude,
no email.
Listen, on your MT4 app, right? When you go to your account, let me go to my account real quick. When you go to your account, you see that plus sign, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you click that plus sign, and then there's at the top it says new account, and then it says open a demo account, and then it says log in to an existing account, right?
Yeah.
So you go to open a demo account, not open to login to an existing account, because you don't have an existing account.
Yeah, I see that, but then I haven't got it on my PC, right?
What I'm saying is, at least have it on here. You do the same thing as you do on your PC, and then you take the login details of your on the phone. You just transfer them to your PC, and then there's your XC right there. Now I'm done. Okay.
Lash, I'll give you well done. You said everything right today. Everything.
Yes, because you guys said it was garbage. I made money with that.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you that really well done, like, because you said from the start when I joined the Zoom, you said straight away everything that you wanted to see and what you wanted and what you were going to do once you saw it.
Correct. I believe in what I'm doing, man. Like wholeheartedly, I have no doubts. But the moment I start to have doubt, I don't do shit. Even if the trade can go, it can go without me. I don't care, bro.